Now this one lets you use the keyboard and type. I just type I love you, period. Or anything up like this, please give us the drum.
I'm broadcasting, Pop. All right. You okay? What are you doing? You ready? I just want to make sure you're okay. You know, I gotta check on my man.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina.
You make me the most money, so I gotta make sure you're good.
Charlotte. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
You ain't gonna listen till she hit you upside your head, boy.
I'm not sure that.
Sit down. I know where you at, Carson. I'm talking to your brother.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging
the defense,
and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, back to Sanders. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get up to the 43-yard line. Really not much secret there, third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
There's the stiff arm. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Ooh, go, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And now look at this. Big game. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him. and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And then what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Throwing is Hurts. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
What happened? I don't know what you was thinking. I know what I was thinking, though.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Hacker now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Are you going to come on the outside, or what are you going to do? You want me to, so you want to come on the other side, is what I said. Huh? Like, I move over there? No? Okay.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Justin Burris there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield.
Really?
Too far in front.
Think it just hit me.
And it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
7th play of the drive
That's
upcoming here
child.
on 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it.
Oh my God, bro. I didn't get like the nigga fake count up with Christian McCaffrey.
Nice call by the defense there.
Come on,
3rd
man.
down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
TV up?
Okay, what do we use that
Yes,
kind of
I will,
works
baby.
for us during
And as
this
soon as I get
game?
home.
Try and get back to some
Okay.
of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
I don't know
in this
what I
game
just
and trying to
selected.
change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts, flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down, back to Sanders. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
What?
Here's Baker. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm in the middle of playing.
Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
No, it's spilled on your shirt. Is that a problem?
Now Mayfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Right.
On second down, McCaffrey. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 37
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do a series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Gonna make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy, before we start getting unruly. I've been looping like a hoodie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want to bet.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So we'll get another one. Tell Christian I'll be fine. We'll get the grace over from right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Or this one.
Powers breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
See, I'm busy.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
When I'm done, I will come
midfield
take
stripe into Eagle territory.
Yeah, but you have to wait. I'm busy.
McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Throwing, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
I don't understand.
And on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And some room to roam now. The 40, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2nd down, back to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I've never seen somebody fucking pull somebody's fucking hair like that.
I've never seen somebody poke a lot of their own hair and their hair comes down with the same fucking parts that they in the shower with.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Man coverage and decided to test him early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He's going to field this at the 4. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
About the part of getting on my shirt. It's about the fact that you're sitting here and you just take the damn brush and you just yank somebody's damn head. The
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's coming from that damn brush.
No, it's not.
Yeah, the hell it is, because I don't even got nothing in my job is black like that.
It looks like, yes, it
like
is.
black,
6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Right there.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And that'll
Perry.
hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
What did I say? Don't be trying to speak over me.
Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 54 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to play from the game, pulling my head away from the TV.
I'm doing your hair.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mayfield with it once more. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to pull it away.
I can't fit over there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, and you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll go down at the 28. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
18 Bradley.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Hurts. And he can't escape, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will stop right around the 25. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Hurts to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Hurts. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Boston Scott, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go again with Scott, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work down inside the 45. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Panthers on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I guess
guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Sanders toss left side. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, so much for situational football, because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Thomas brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration. They're settling in now, and it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Baker. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4th down, Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.